Hello, everyone. Welcome. If you're in a rush and you want to skip my little confession, you have two options. You can either go to the very short introduction before the speech, or you can go straight to the speech. All you have to do is go to the time that's appearing on the screen, or you can go down to the description. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy it. Take care of yourself. For everyone else, I have to come clean, okay? But before I get to that, there are two things I would like to mention. Did you know that the fear of public speaking is the most common phobia worldwide, ahead of spiders, heights, and death? Apparently 73% of human population prefers to die than to speak in public. Don't take it from me, take it from the National Institutes of Mental Health. Some individuals may feel a slight nervousness at the very thought of public speaking. Some other ones may have full-on panic attacks. I'm in the middle, okay, where I have stomach cramps, mixed with some slight panic, perspiration. It's just not a very pleasant situation. Let me backtrack in time a bit. During my entire academic life and most of my professional career, I got sick to my stomach. I got heart palpitation, perspiration before and during presentations, okay? The entire process was a nightmare. I was not structured, organized, or prepared. So I just went in and sort of winged it. I was so freaked out at the thought of actually giving a presentation that I did not even want to prepare it, because even that process of preparing was causing me anxiety. Which brings me to my confession. If you look back at my two first videos, you'll see that I may appear to be reading from some notes. My brother, my cousin Marla, and my friend Shirley, hey, called me out on it. So the conversation went something like this. Trisha, I enjoyed your videos. Very good energy. You're very brave for doing this. But were you reading? Yes, you caught me. Yes, I was heavily relying on my notes because I get insecure and I'm afraid of messing up. So I rely on my notes. So yes, you caught me. So friends, guess what I did? I decided that for this speech, I would not use my notes, you know, like the good old days. Like imagine that I become really an excellent speaker with the whole virtual world, but then when comes the time to present in front of a crowd, or even at my club meetings when we'll go back in person, that I just have that same panic that comes back, right? That would not make any sense. It would defeat the whole purpose of me doing this. No. So I rehearsed to the point where I felt that I had really internalized my speech, you know, like it was not memorized. It was, because that's not good. It was internalized. But I needed a guinea pig. So my poor daughter, my poor daughter, I think she's getting fed up with me. She has to listen to my speech over and over again when she's driving me in the car, when we're in the kitchen. I just follow her around the house and I just, you know, I have a face and she knows that I'm about to ask her to listen to me again. So when came the time to try to practice it in front of her, it was just awful. It was just horrible. The filler words and the hesitations and the long, awkward silence, to the point where my daughter just ended up saying, you're supposed to be saying this, or you're supposed to be saying that. To which I responded, yes, I know, but how am I supposed to learn it if you keep telling me what to say? Just let me find my thoughts. Anyway, so I kept practicing without notes up to like a few minutes before my club meeting on Friday. So I confess, I opted to rely slightly on my notes for comfort. I still feel too insecure. I'm sure that in time, I'll make it there with perseverance and practice, but I think you'll see an improvement from my first speeches. You tell me. End of confession. Thank you very much. You're about to see my third speech that I just gave at my club yesterday, Friday, September 3rd, 2021. I'm following the presentation mastery pathway to help me become a better public speaker. This was my level 1 Project 3 speech. The purpose of this project was for me to learn or review basic research methods and present a well-organized and well-researched speech on any topic. I received a lot of feedback on what went well and what can be improved, and I did my best to integrate them into this video, so you're getting the best version, hopefully. Please, I would really like for you to tell me if you actually liked it. What did you like? What do you think I can improve? That's why I'm here. It's actually to learn and to become better. So thank you. I would appreciate your comments. Finally, I'll be posting content, new content, at least once a week. I have some very fun ideas and sketches that I think you will really love. So if it's not done yet, please subscribe and click to get notifications so you'll be the first to know. Here we go. Hey, what is wrong with you? Have you ever asked yourself that question when someone aggressively cuts you off on the road while showing you the finger? Or when you witness an irate customer verbally abusing a young cashier? Or when a loved one kept making poor life choices that made you want to just shake them back to their senses? Dear friends, perhaps the question we should ask ourselves is, what happened to you? As the psychiatrist Dr. Bruce Perry explains in the book that is actually called What Happened to You, understanding how the brain reacts to past trauma helps clarify that what has happened to us in the past shapes who we are, how we behave, and why we do the things we do. Today, we will explore 3 different scenarios that will help us understand the origin and the development of problematic behaviors. Let's see if we can shift from asking, hey, what is wrong with you? To asking, what happened to you? In the next few minutes. We will begin in scenario number 1. In the perfect world. Meet Stella, an adorable 3-year-old. In this scenario, oh, one moment, please. Yes, sweetie? You want to talk to them? Go ahead. Hi, can the camera see me? Hi, I'm Stella, and this is Lala. What is your name? I love my daddy and my mommy so much. My daddy makes the best pancakes, and they take me to the park. And my mommy, she reads me my favorite bedtime stories every night, and she cuddles with me. Okay, I want to go play now. Bye-bye. Very good, Stella. See you later. In this scenario, Bob and Barbara, Stella's parents, create a safe and stable, healthy family environment where she feels cherished and protected. A thesis by therapist Marie-Aude Boilard revealed that parents had a tremendous influence on their children's behavior. The establishment of clear boundaries, open and efficient communication, and the constancy and the quality of parental practices will all have a direct impact on Stella's psychological, emotional, and behavioral development. In the perfect world scenario, Stella will be better equipped and more likely to reach her highest potential in life. Which brings us to scenario number 2. Instant gratification and lack of discipline. In this scenario, Bob and Barbara are loving parents, but there is one problem. Stella is never disciplined for anything. She gets away with everything. A study on delayed gratification called the marshmallow test was initially conducted by psychologist Walter Mischel in the 1970s on 600 participants. The premise of the test was simple. A child was placed in a room alone in front of a marshmallow and was informed that if they were able to wait for the researcher to come back without eating it, they'll be rewarded with a second one. Oh, the lady's taking so long and it smells so good. I don't want to wait anymore. I want to eat it now. So what happened to Stella in this case? In follow-up studies, the researchers have found that the children who were able to wait for the reward were more likely to have higher academic scores, finish college, and earn higher incomes. And the children who were not able to wait were more likely to have behavioral problems, suffer from substance abuse, and become overweight. Which leads us to scenario number 3. Parental neglect and unstable environments. In this scenario, oh no, Daddy's hurting Mommy again. He's screaming so loud. I need to go hide under the bed because when Daddy drinks from that bottle, he's not nice to me either. In this scenario, Bob is an addict and he emotionally and physically abuses Stella and Barbara. Stella is belittled, insulted, and rejected by her parents. Or Bob and Barbara place more emphasis on Stella's performance rather than on her needs and emotions. Or Bob and Barbara are divorced and Bob changes his partners like he changes his socks. Those environments usually trigger feelings of shame, low self-esteem, lack of self-love, an inability to develop healthy connections with others, and an omnipresent feeling of void. What happens to Stella in this scenario? She may end up suffering from attention deficit disorder, anxiety, depression, eating disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, substance abuse problems, or self-harming behaviors, just to name a few. But I would like to explore one problematic behavior with you today. As a recovering emotional dependent myself, I would like to discuss emotional dependency, which is the unidirectional tendency that Stella will have to only exist through another individual and to ignore her own needs to give all the importance to the other. According to psychologist Coraline Hubermont, if Stella grew up in a neglectful or unstable environment, she will have a high probability of becoming emotionally dependent, have a tendency to sabotage relationships when things are going well, or she will struggle to end toxic relationships even when she's suffering. She will accept things that displease her just to please the other in an attempt to avoid the same rejection she felt during her childhood, to finally feel loved, validated, and accepted. She will keep going back after each wound towards the person who inflicted the pain and holds the power to make it all go away. Luckily, there's still hope for Stella. There are many solutions to correct problematic behaviors, but stay tuned, that is a subject for a future video. To wrap it up, we have seen that problematic behaviors can stem from different childhood backgrounds. Instant gratification and lack of discipline. Parental neglect and unstable environments. In any of these scenarios, Stella will attempt to fill the void that was created to meet those unmet needs, and not always in the right places, as we have just seen. Dear comrades, here's a challenge for you. If someone acts in a way that makes you want to shout, "Hey, what is wrong with you?" Remember little sweet Stella. Don't be too quick to react or to judge people by their current behaviors. Think and consider their past journey and find the compassion to ask instead, "Friend, what happened to you?" The end. If you like this, press the thumbs up button, leave comments, let me know what you liked. If you didn't like it or if you feel I can improve things, please let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this, show some love, share it with others. And thank you so much for your precious time, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.